What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show, back with another video. Today we back on Disgaea 6 again. Now I've talked about this topic I think twice. First time was to basically talk about the game releasing and it coming out. So you know it's interesting to see the path they decided to take, you know, with the new 3D animation, and we talked about that in another video. So I mean, like I said, great things. It looks like it's gonna be an interesting game. I'm here to talk about the 3D now, like as I've waited a time. I feel like honestly, I'm not hating the 3D animation no more, because you know there's a lot of people in the comments in my second video talking about, you know, they think 3D animation would not be terrible, you know, so they think it might have some advantages. And one of the advantages they talked about was the ability to do more. You know, they feel like you can do more with 3D animation. I think you can too, honestly, because I mean, look at a lot of games that 3D animation, big flashy attacks. It's not like this guy didn't have big and flashy attacks. They did. They had pretty neat attacks, but you know, it goes to saying that everything has to change sometime. Everything has to be different sometimes, and it's not as though I don't want the hand-drawn 2D sprites back, because honestly, I would probably prefer it over 3D, like really bad. But you know, I'm willing to give it a shot, because at the end of the day, we gotta talk about how I got into Disgaea as a series. So I'm basically gonna say it, because I've said it in multiple videos, but I had a friend loan me Disgaea, played it, absolutely loved it. So short story. So when I played it, I never, and I didn't mention this in other videos, but when I looked at it, I was like, I don't know why people think this is so fun, because it's, first of all, it has these 2D characters. This is absolutely horrible, honestly. Like, this is I mean, I don't want to say I'm a biggest graphics guy, but I'm a big graphics guy. And even though the 2D sprites looked amazing, because they looked amazing, it's just the fact that I wasn't in 3D. I was so used to having 3D. I mean, even on a lot of older stuff, they have in 3D. So I felt like this is maybe like a remake of an older game, like an increasingly older game or whatever. But it wasn't. You know, it was actually a newer, fun game. Played it, absolutely loved it. I think me personally, I love the fact that they have a lot of different systems. You know, a lot of people drop a game because they have too many ways to, you know, increase your character, too many ways to do this, too many ways to do that. But me personally, I really love all the different things they put in the game. You know, all the different mechanics that they, you know, were able to include in the game. Now let's talk about Disgaea as a whole. So when I played Disgaea 1, I didn't like the complete version. I don't know if I actually came out in the video. I had made a video talking about how I felt like the port for Switch, which is what I played. I'm playing on Switch, and it's, I mean, honestly, it's basically both ways. You know, I couldn't enjoy it on Switch or PS4. I haven't on Switch and on PS4, but for me personally, I just couldn't enjoy it. You know, because there were a lot of features that were in games like 5 I could not get with, like and 4. I originally played 4 on 3 because I played 5 and played as Valva Torres, and he was my favorite character because not only was he a vampire that loved sardines, and I had never played the game before, so his character just kind of stuck out to me. And then to find out he's actually a protagonist from Disgaea 4, so I went back and played Disgaea 4. I got almost to the end, and it was like, I probably had to grind a little bit more, but I got always to the end, and I just stopped there. I was on PS3, I had to stop there, and I stopped there mainly because when I played 4, they had a little bit after they had just announced that they were doing like a, you know, 4 complete version, but for on Switch, and I was like, whoa. And then, if you guys don't know, they actually updated it to allow you to have some, you know, quality of life features on Disgaea 4, some of the same quality of life features that was in 5. I feel like quality of life, like features in general, they feel better when you play games in which, you know, you didn't have them. Like, if you play games you don't have the quality of life features, if you didn't go to play like the sequel and it has like, you know, better features and stuff, now you won't want to play it more. Cause that's, like I said, there's a lot of things I felt like it could have been better in Disgaea 1 and I'm not here to talk about like this Disgaea 1 because I have a video on it. I think I uploaded it. If not, then I'm gonna upload it soon. I have videos on that, but that's not really the main issue here. The main issue for me is the simple fact that we like change when it's useful, when we feel like it's gonna be useful for us. You know, me personally, I'm not upset at the 3D anymore. You know, seeing it was exclusive to Switch, it kind of hurt. Cause you know, I played, my original run through was on PlayStation. You know, and a lot of people won't get to experience such a great game if it's, you know, only on Switch, and that sucks. But you know, you have to live with that. I mean, other than that though, like I said, I really enjoyed the game. I feel like it's gonna be great. This guy anime, yeah, I don't think we need to talk about that. That's what it was. You know, mainly I'm talking about all things Disgaea, just because of the fact that it's undergoing a change that is momentous for the actual game. You know, it'd be like if Persona, and I don't want to say this because Persona technically has, it'd be like Persona had a mainline Persona game that wasn't really turn-based, you know, and Scramble something like that. But when I mean by mainline game, I'm talking about if they came out with a Persona 6 and it didn't have no turn-based. Like some franchises love to keep, you know, their combat or their systems just because they know that fans they're used to them, you know. And you know, I feel like with Disgaea they can go either way. You know, I would accept them having an upgrade to 3D because it makes everything interesting now. You know, it'd be great to see like the DLC, cause that's really what comes in most important, like the DLC. If I could see the DLC and have the DLC be like Valvatorious in 3D, that would be great for me. You know, that'd be something that'd be worth the 3D. Also, I really want to see. Let's talk about the game in general and what I want to see from the game. Now, I definitely want to see some better multiplayer aspects because it's obviously not a multiplayer game or a multiplayer type game, but it is for sure a game that can handle some multiplayer aspects. I don't really know how they would actually implement it. You know, I want actual real fights between netherworlds. You know, like just meet up at a certain place and it's like a chess match. You move a certain character against a certain character, and if that character's stronger, then you know it. To me, that would be immensely fun. And this day and age in these games is definitely possible. You know, just to have that multiplayer aspect where you can find another Disgaea fan and really just kind of battle it out between your teams. That would be really interesting. Like playing some of the older games, you notice that there's some features that were missing in 5, and even though 5 is such a great game and has like the best quality of life changes, you know, that's really where it shines at. You know, some of the features that we had in 5 we didn't have anywhere else. Now, so going back to Disgaea 6 and what I want to see from Disgaea 6, I'm really praying and hoping that the story, it doesn't change. I don't want to try to take itself too seriously, you know. Just you bring me that cheesy Disgaea story back, you know. I felt like in Disgaea 5 I was actually invested in the story though. You know, and I say invested, but I'm not really meaning like crazy invested. I'm more talking about how there was you know, you had to fight War Dark and stuff, and he just sent his armies your way. It wasn't the deepest story at all. By no means was it an incredible deep story, but it was at least fun and entertaining, you know. And I don't want them to try to take themselves too seriously, because if they take themselves too seriously, that's where you're gonna ruin the game for me. You know, I'm not gonna want to play a game where, you know, you got weird zany characters but trying to take the story really. And to me, I don't think that they're going that route. You know, there's really nothing I've seen that makes me think that they're gonna go that route. It's just that I just don't want to, you know, see them go that route. And as far as DLC, I definitely want to see Killua come back. I want to see him come back. I believe her name is Seraphina, I want to say. I forgot. I don't know how to pronounce their names. Definitely want to see Zorokin come back. You know, for sure. He has to come back. You know what I'm saying? The #1 disciple himself. And and I want to see them come back. I want to see Valor Torres. I want to see all the protagonists come back. You know, I feel like every Disgaea game now you can really have more DLC per Disgaea game, and I feel like 6 has especially with the 3. That's the thing though. That's what worries me. Let's talk about that. If they making new models for 3D, is they gonna allow us to have DLC? Is it gonna be a lot harder to make DLC 3D models because they can't reuse the models and upgrade them anymore? That would suck, to be honest with you, if we can't have the DLC of the old characters. But like I said, I'm not gonna be super upset, but it would suck because I'm really looking forward to some of the older protagonists in the game being 3D. You know, it gives us a whole different light. Like all the classes you can make and stuff look different in 3D. New attack animations, everything. And plus, you know, you got new damage caps, new level caps and stuff. So I'm really excited for that. I definitely want to say, is it worth 60? Yeah, I think it's worth 60 because I think they're one of the companies that like to actually work on their games and, you know, not necessarily pay attention, but they like to show love to the fans and stuff. And there's a lot of games I feel like need to be remastered. For me, if you have a remaster, you put it on Switch, I mean, you know you want money. Like, all these companies that want money and they don't want to put their games on Switch is ridiculous. So I'm hoping that soon we may get a Disgaea, either Disgaea D2, because that'll be interesting. Even as either Disgaea D2 or a Disgaea 3 on Switch with the complete edition. That would be absolutely fantastic. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Let me know in the comments below. Are you done with the 3D debate? You know, you feel like it's gonna be straight? You know, how do you feel about it? That's all I definitely want to know. And I'll see you guys next video.